Hey everybody, we're here doing an unboxing of the new Flowtv box from BTC. As you can see, uh, just got it in today. We're going to take a look at it and let's see what all BTC is offering under the hood, okay? So inside, as you can see, you have all the standard things. Your manual comes with an HDMI cable. You have your remote control, power adapter. They give you this little barcode thing here, pretty cool. Of course, what we're looking for is the box. So we're going to take this out of the kit right now. As you can see, we're going to take this out. Many behemoths are familiar with IPTV, and one of little device you may find in many person's home will be one of these MX boxes, the little Android boxes that you'll set up in your house to watch all the videos and movies and things like that. And of course, okay, in terms of set-top box design, this is probably one of the best that I've seen in terms of minimalist design and simplicity, as you can see here. What it does have is a lot of ventilation, which you won't find on the MXQ, the Android box. As you can see, it just has ventilation on the bottom, but this has ventilation on the top and the sides as well as the bottom. So it's a really well-designed device. When we look at the back of the device now, you can see where the various connection ports are. There's a standard coaxial cable cord. For those of you that don't have high definition TVs, you can plug it in with a standard coaxial cable. We also have the Ethernet cord, which is for your high-speed internet to connect to, where your content will be delivered. And then for those high-tech ones, like myself, there is the HDMI port for your high-definition television screen. And then we have USB connections where you can connect various peripherals as well. There's also an audio visual out jack. There's an IR port, and then there is a SIM card slot, which BTC has put in place for subscriber content. So I guess from this you'd probably be connecting your mobile, and when they would in fact bring on the quad play, this would be essential to that. So that's the reason why the SIM card would be included. So now let's get into the device itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect this into the TV. We're not going to go through the long connection process because you definitely don't want to see that. You just want to see what the product has to offer. So let's get to that right now. Okay, so now we're doing the review of the product. I'm watching HGTV, love it or list it. But let's take a look at the interface of what the IPTV system has. So this is the main standard menu of Flowtv. As you can see, it's similar to what you're normally used to on a traditional set-top box. So I'll show you the various channel listings that are there. Of course, the blue line indicates the timeline function, so it shows you exactly where you are within the program. So let's get to the news section of this, where I know those of you that are interested in watching news programs, where it'll be. So here we are at, you have your CNN, you have your headline news, BBC, MSNBC, Fox, and then for sports we have your ESPN 1 and 2, Fox Sports, NFL Network, and this is the combine prime time. And as you can see from here, quality is pretty good. You can hear from the sound as well. Let's go to ESPN. You have college basketball on right now. So we have Syracuse and North Carolina playing. ESPN 2. Let's go into Sugar Fox. O'Reilly's on. See what O'Reilly has to say. As you can see, this is HD, 1080p. Let's take a look at MSNBC. You have All In with Chris Hayes. Let's have a look at, of course, Nancy Grace is on. Headline News. Anderson Cooper on CNN.
the suburbs just outside of where we are tonight in Washington, D.C. A lot of highly
It's John King now.
college-educated, master's degrees in the
And then let's go into the local channels that you would normally have on cable. We have ABC, The Bachelor is on now.
ABC Mondays. These ladies
Okay.
can't wait to get their hands on.
You have Supergirl on CBS.
You tell Lucy, James.
Kara should trust me.
Non already knows where I live.
We have The Voice on NBC.
I don't know that I've ever recognized true greatness so quickly.
We have Gotham
I want to be your
on
partner.
Fox.
Lonely, huh?
On CBC, you have Murdoch Mysteries. Sadness, of course, Sadness has their programming.
The generation I call the young Bahamian generation.
And as you can see, this is HD.
You believe, you come, you reach. And I was 21.
You know, you have your JCN.
People who are supporting Save the Bays, and they seem to be.
Then you have your parliamentary channel.
Life, if it were created by you, well, I have. It would be my perfect road.
Okay. And then we have some channels from the Caribbean. There's Hype TV from Jamaica. We have Tempo. You know. Alright. Now let's take a look at the premium channels like HBO and Cinemax those. Also, we do have, there's a lot of sports networks, as you can see. Let's get into sports. We have NBC Sports. You have the Barclays Premier Leagues. We have golf, World Poker Tours on Fox Sports 2. So for those of you that love poker, we have swimming and diving on Big Ten.
And then he pulls into his pike. He's so tight in his pike, which is really, really good for him.
Okay.
Shows the judges that you are very flexible.
You have on Turbo. You have car shows. Cars HD shows you high-end rides.
The idea is that in the first place we thought it's more a car what the Europe.
King of the Cage.
Because in our world, there's only one rule.
You have the Le Mans, you have Outdoor Network, you have Sports Max, we have NBA basketball, you have Houston playing Milwaukee right now. And of course the NFL Sunday ticket lineup. Of course these won't be available right now. And now let's get into the movie lineup. So we have right here Fox movies.
That would explain so much.
Okay, so
I mean, come on. Paper napkins.
that was whereas Prada, you know, the Viking show is now on. Hobbit, Battle of Five Armies. Taken 3, How to Steal a Million on Fox. Again. Then you have HBO. You have Cinemax. And you have your little bit of adult entertainment that's there. And then of course we have the radio channels. CNS radios here. 104.5, your 1540 AM. More 94.9. 100 Jams is here. Hot 97. Joy FM. Love 97 FM. Then you have a lot of hit channels. So you have hit list, pop, swinging, jukebox, oldies, you name it, it's all there. So we have a very good lineup of entertainment. Now what I'm going to do in the next clip is I'm going to transition into show you the on-demand features of BTC IPTV, as well as some of the other services that are included within this box. Alright, so we're now going to look into the menu under the hood of this. First thing we're going to go into right now is the video on demand features that the IPTV program has. So we're going to select video on demand, and as you can see we have the various categories that come up. Recently watched movies, TV series, HBO, Fox, music, adult entertainment, and the likes. Now, it is set up sort of like a Netflix curated system. So when we click here on movies, you will see it will give you it in different tiers. So you'll have Oscar features, featurettes. Then it breaks it down: action, adventure, romance, comedy, musical. So you can see there the selection that they would have. Okay. Kids and family, horror, sci-fi. For those of you like horror and stuff like that, that's not my type of thing. Then you have your thrillers. You know, they have their Crimson Peak, those stuff. You know, I really wouldn't be watching those type of things. Then you have your independent movies, documentaries. Then they listed from A to Z, history special, you know, things like that. So really good selection here. Let's take a look at something that was recently in theaters, a movie that I'm sure that everyone here is familiar with. Let's take a look at Straight Outta Compton, which I think was a really good movie. So you can oh well, along with that, you see we have The War Room, Everest, which was there, The Walk, Too Big to Fail. Yeah, they had a pretty good selection up here, you know. I haven't watched Everest yet. So then for those of you ladies, you know, they got your Magic Mike, American Gangster, which was a damn good movie. I really love that movie. Then let's take a look at Everest, which was another movie that's out there now. So we can actually watch Everest. So we're gonna rent it. Now I have to put in the code for that. Give me a second. Let me put it in. Now make sure you put in the correct code. Oh, I put it in wrong. So you see, it's gonna let me know that.
You, my friends, are following in the very footsteps of history. Something beyond the power of words to describe.
All right, so it's now coming in now, and we're gonna watch Everest. Let's wait for it to load. Yeah, the piracy thing has come up. So it gives you the Netflix style curated library. As you can see, the quality here is pretty decent. It fills up the entire TV screen, so we're getting full 1080p on this. Okay. Now.
Just listen up. Guys, we got 2,000 feet, 600 vertical meters to Camp 4. It's roped all the way, so I know you can make it.
Now another thing you guys would like is the Game of Thrones. The few Game of Thrones fans, yes, we do have Game of Thrones on demand. So as you can see, the season is here where you can watch it without any interruption and just enjoy your show. Just binge watch, you know. So yeah, I'll have to get into the show. To be honest with you, I have not watched it. You know, I know a lot of you talk about it, so you're gonna say, well, why the hell you don't watch Game of Thrones? It is what it is, okay? So let's leave it at that. But yeah, there are a lot of good things here that you can, you know, enjoy watching. So then you have HBO documentaries, you know, really, like I said, it gives you what you want. You know, so you don't have to go through the regular stuff.
No, I mean,
Yeah, you know, I wouldn't be watching that, so.
DOT stuff and everything. Shouldn't be very.
Yeah, let's get on to
Get surgery.
let's get on to y'all's show, which y'all so love. So I'm gonna put it on.
And then from there, just rehab for.
Let's go episode 7 of Game of Thrones. I know so much of you, you know, this y'all. Okay, so Game of Thrones is now uploaded. This is HBO on demand. Those of you on BTC IPTV. So you don't have to worry about if you miss the season, or you can always get back up onto it and just binge watch it. So a lot of what you will find on Netflix you will find here on our on demand. So it's really good. Really, really good shit. A lot of stuff you would have seen. What I would like to show you now is how we do on demand recording. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select episode guide. I'm here on the episode guide. And what I want to do is select option. And I can actually record this content. Okay, and then it's ask you to save it, so you can save the content that you want to see. And now it's recording. Now I can also do something really nice, which is I can actually, for another program that I like to watch, let's go to one of my favorite channels, by the way. Okay, so I like History Channel. Has some really good stuff. What I can do is I can actually start the show from the beginning. So watch this. So we've actually started the show back from the beginning. This is something that makes Flowtv so amazing. So you never really get to lose or miss the show that you wanted to watch. So that's something that makes Flow much better than Cable Bahamas. Alright, now we're watching the show. Like I showed you how the show, you can record it. But what we're going to do now is we're going to delete that said recording. And we stop the show from recording. So it gives you the option to record, but it also gives the option to remove it. But again, all of this is not saved on the actual device, which you can save it onto an external device, but it's saved in the cloud. So BTC gives you cloud storage in which to save your content. So for those of you that have a set-top box but you don't have any external media, that's taking care of you in the cloud. So it's really good. Something that, again, that's revolutionizing the way we watch TV and on-demand content. We're now going under the hood of the Flowtv box. So this is the main menu here. So you can see it gives you the option of if you want to select only HD channels or regular TV channels. Then it gives you how the TV guide is going to be set up, as you can see from the options there. So this option shows you your storage quota. Okay, so what I have here, it shows that I've used 12 hours and 39 minutes of my 20-hour quota. Okay, I have 4 recordings, 4 ongoing recordings, 4 completed recordings, and these are some other ones that are there that were recorded. I'm going to delete the rest of them very soon because I don't know why they're there. Then this is the radio guide, another radio thing. This is the video on demand folder here, and then it gives you this here is where you get to view your bill. So rather than having to call BTC all the time, your bill is going to come up. It shows you what your balance is. Right now I don't have a bill, but let me see if it will pop up anyhow, just to show you guys how it works. Alright, so okay, so yeah, it really wouldn't show me a bill anyway, so yeah, it really wouldn't show me a bill because I'm testing it. This here is your storage medium, but again, we don't have any storage, so that wouldn't be anything there. This is the locker where we're able to block certain channels, certain content channels and whatnot. You can block shows by time. So if there's something you don't want your kids to watch, you can put it on here with the parental control pins and whatnot. Then there are the messages. Now what I suspect BTC is going to do with this particular option is that if you would have gotten a text or whatever with the quad play feature, I suspect that this is going to be where you would have the option for these things to actually show up on your system. So if you were to send, so if someone was to send you a text on one of your phones, it would pop up on your system and say, well, hey, you got a text from mom or dad, and it'll pop up there for you. Oh, I went back. Give me a second. Let me pull it back up for you. So yeah, that's what that really is going to do right there. I keep doing that. Hold on a second for me. Yeah. And then, of course, we have the final set of settings, which is the AV output settings. So what you want your output to be. So your video settings, AV out, HDMI, and you could set the format. So you want it to be automatic, where it automatically detects the format of the video. Same thing with your display. Do you want to stretch, letterbox, pan and scan, or whatnot, depending on the size of the television. Your audio settings, if you want a digital audio, this is stereo. Now if you would have connected to this a surround sound system, then you would select that in regards to the 5.1 or 7.1 surround sound. You'll say what your preferred audio track is, normal, harder. So if your hearing is bad, it'll boost the sound of it. Visually impaired, it'll give you some narration on for it as well. Then you have different languages. So what type of language you want. English, Spanish, Dutch, primary audio language again. You can change that. You have a secondary audio language in place. Primary subtitle language. Secondary subtitle language. So those are there. Closed captioning. And then again, you have the caller ID. So I suspect, as I stated, that with the SIM card that I showed you earlier with the box, this will give you the option to see who's calling you. If you want to set up this again is the future of entertainment, where all of your devices are interconnected, and this is why we call this the Internet of Things era, because of the ability for different devices to interface with one another. Then you have the user interface. So you could change the transparency of the menu, 10%, 20%, whatever. Your favorites, standby mode, record, start, margin, screensaver, timeout, all those things you can put in place. I think of your regular system settings where you restart the device and the system information that tells you what's in there. So this is basically a full overview of the Flowtv box by BTC. And like I said, there's so many good things here that we can watch and enjoy, and it just gives you so much freedom. So along with live TV and your current standard features, you have again a video on demand features and ability that you will not normally get with a standard cable package. But this is what BTC is offering right now out of the box with the IPTV, at least with those of us who are testing it right now. Of course, there will be some modifications to this, so don't say, oh man, you tell us that they're going to give it. No, there will be some modifications to this, but so far what I've seen, it is a pretty decent package that they've put together, and I do feel as though consumers will end up getting value for their money when this is all said and done. So now we're going to go back into the normal programming, and again, this is the best I've seen so far for total package. It almost reminds me of what you would see from Verizon or at&T. Was really good integration, and of course, with it integrating with your phone, you would really appreciate the fact that you can take your content on the go. So BTC will have a good package when it rolls out to you consumers. So I want to thank you all for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment in the comment box below. And hey, make the switch. BTC IPTV.